Hey YouTube, Dark Moon Tamer here, and today we're going to be discussing about the top 5 decks been blown up charts in Vanguard. So, these are the top 5 decks that I think in Vanguard that are rising up in chart, I guess you can say. So, the first one, number 5, will have to be Aqua Force. So, my thoughts about this, about Aqua Force, oh, and by the way, these are my thoughts and opinions about each of these clans and these decks, so just bear with me. So, my thoughts on Aqua Force is the fact, with the stand ability and the ability to get numerous attacks out of the turn is very aggressive, and some of my friends play the clan themselves, and they're really getting good. Especially the set 13 and set 15 are going to be coming out with some more support for Aqua Force, such as one of the top ones. Well, now that they have a break ride. I mean, all of our clans have break rides now, so that's myself included. The break ride skill is a terrible effect, I found out from Transcore Dragon. So combined on top of that with everyone knows Tetra Drive Dragon, that's going to be a dangerous combo when set 13 comes out. There will be more Aqua Force support, and I think some decks will be cremated. Straight up. So there's not much to really say about that, besides the fact that, I personally don't run the clan, but I know a friend who does. And trust me, he's a fucking beast with it. Number 4. Dimension Police. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not very quite familiar with Dimension Police, except they're a group of robots like the Transformers, but with more of a Justice theme to them. So like Justice Rose, Justice Cobalt, or in some people's cases, the series, Dimensional Robo Dayusha's series, when they're only focused on the Dayusha himself. Also in set 13, there will be more supports for Dimension Police, and there's also a trial deck that came out recently with a new break ride. So basically, Dimension Police has now 2 break rides to choose from: Die Kaiser and Original Zero. And trust me, one of those effects are really kick ass. But more importantly, we're all gonna have to fear about this one. There will be a new cross ride to Dayusha, Dark Dimensional Robo Reverse Dayusha, and that guy's a real fucking beast. He's a real beast. Because I think he gets to choose. Well, actually, I can't say more about that. All I know is that the opponent's Vanguard loses 10,000 power for that turn. Or permanently. I got to relook that. I got to relook on the Dayusha's cross-ride power. But overall, the effects still stay the same. Dark Dimensional Robo Dayusha. Dark Dayusha receives 2,000 power as long as they're a copy of Dayusha in the soul. Typical. So, number 3. If I can find it on this list. It's right here. 3. Nova Grapplers. Everyone's going to be running the Beast Deity series because the Reverse Beast Deity is going to be coming out very shortly. So basically, so far, I've only talked about the 3 clans that are coming out in set 13. There'll be more coming up pretty soon in 2 and 1. So anyways, Nova Grapplers are they have a series called the Beast Deities. We all know that. We saw the Aluminum Dragon before, we saw the Azure Dragon, but nothing compared to what the Break Ride is capable of doing. It's basically a stand-up deck, basically. It lets you stand your units up depending on what this machine does, whether it's a grade 3 drive check or anything like that. Trust me, Nova Grapplers is something you really want to get rid of as soon as possible, especially if they're in the rear guard circle. So, number 2. Number 2, Link Joker. Link Joker just came out from the Trial Deck 11 from Starvaders. My friends and I have already obtained some of the power from Link Joker, like our reverse Pale Moon cards, reverse Dark Irregulars, and Narukami and all that stuff. But nothing can prepare us for Link Joker themselves. They have that amazing lock abilities, but then again, our reverse power cards do too as well, but only one. These cards can do numerous damage to your locks. But that's what their main key is. If the more locks you have, the more power you can get, basically. One of the break rides is a beast, Infinite Zero Dragon. And the other one is Nebula Lord Dragon, which I'm scared to find to say. But in set 13, set 15, we'll be having some new Link Joker cards. And trust me, it's, well, from here on out, it's all Link Joker. From this forth. It's 13, 14, and then 15, I believe, they're going to get some more support. Like Glendio's, we all saw the episodes, so I think we all know who we need to fear the most. Finally, number 1, the Shadow Paladins. My thoughts on Shadow Paladins, first of all. I don't mind them, because I'm planning on making the running deck myself, based on Revengers. But the sad thing is, everyone these days now are running these clans. The Shadow Paladins, the Link Jokers, Gold Paladins, Kageros, Aqua Forces, you know, the whole shindig I just explained myself. But nothing can compare to what Raging Form Dragon has to offer as a Persona Blast. Thanks to the Break Ride skill of Mordred Phantom, when the trial deck Purgatory came out, everyone was all spending all their money on 4 boxes of the Shadow Paladin trial deck. Because mainly, they want the Blaster Dark Revenger in it, they want Mordred Phantom in it. Those are basically the only 2 I can think of. Oh, and Masquerade, of course. The Grade 2 Masquerade and Grade 1 Masquerade. Because Revengers are climbing up the charts really bad. And I think the new format is going to be killing each and every one of us. Now, here are some decks that I'm going to talk about that are only top 5 themselves. There is a top 10. But top 5, great one. What I consider pro decks that are rising up the charts. And top 5 that are, you know, they're still in progress, I believe. The number 5 is Narukami. They did get a reverse card, which is, you know, not so bad. It's all about retiring. They're almost the exact opposite of Kageros, because Kageros are based on fire, and Narukami is all about lightning abilities and thunder abilities. But they still have one Dragon card in them, so Dragon Lord is not done yet, I believe. Number 4, Genesis. I run a deck personally, Genesis, because its soul charging ability is awesome, and some cards in there, you know, they do have to be required soul charging, and there's some soul blasting involved to some effects. You get kicked off like Artemis or Inawaga Hime or Himiko's Break Ride skill, and all that good stuff. Number 3, Dark Irregulars. What else can I explain myself about this one? Soul charging to the max. That's what Marquis Amon, especially the new set series Amon. Basically, Marquis Amon has really got a reverse card and some more support for him. I have a friend who is running Dark Irregulars at the Amon build, and pretty soon he's gonna have a deck profile featuring a Steel Vampire. So his name is Soul Eater. I gotta get the full name, but there will be a link to his channel down the description box, so you might see more about him soon. And also there's actually, yeah, I'll tell you more about that. But moving on, we also have number 3. Wait, let me see. I did Genesis, Narukami. Oh, sorry, I'm kind of blind. The third one is Gold Paladin. Since the Liberators came out, they've been tons of support for like Blaster Blade Liberator, and the trial deck came out with the break rides, and you know, the decks that I could think of, they're getting some more break ride support. They're more Eradicators, they're more Liberators, they're more all this and that. Personally, I went up against some Liberator cards or decks before, and trust me, there's some good players and some bad players in these. So it just depends on how you control a card. Control it. Number 2 is Pale Moon Circus. Pale Moon Circus. my deck, especially because it's now considered with Silver Thorns in its name, thanks to Lukie. It's basically, I find it personally very good, because that's the reason why I run it as mainly my deck. Because I love Lukie. I think she's very fucking awesome, beautiful. Especially her reverse card, the Cross Ride. Oh shit. Yes. So that's one thing I'm very happy for, and I was very thankful that I got some of the cards there. Plus, with the Break Right Ava on top of it, gets more multiple attacks. So in my case, this is like a blend of Aqua Force combined with Dark Irregulars in a ways. So I think okay. So before I forget, I talk about Narukami, Dark Irregulars, Genesis, Pale Moons, and go Paladins. Oh, shit, I think I went a little overboard on that one. Oh well. Anyways, that's the top 10 list fully of what cards, the top 5 that are broken sauce decks, and the top 5 that are somewhat in progress and not so much. Like I said before, this is my honest to God opinion and thoughts of what these decks are capable of doing. And for more information, go to cardfightwikia.com and you can find out most of the clans you like. And for some of you who are newer players, just go to that site and it'll explain a lot more, and you can find the right clan that suits you the best. So, for most of you who are Shadow Paladin players, I give you applause. I applaud you. And the rest, good luck, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So anyways, this is Dark Moon Tamer, and there'll be a little update I need to announce too, is that I decided to do my very best since the last time I did a trade binder update was like prior to last year, because I didn't have the money to get some boxes, except for I think no, not last month, last year or last month. Damn, I have bad timing. So anyways, I'm gonna try my very best to get my trade binder upwards a little bit more like than what it used to be like right here until now, because there is so much I could probably offer a lot more. And I'm also going to try to do some box openings videos too. I think I'm way behind there. So, yeah. There's going to be a lot of things changing. I can assure you that much. That's for damn sure. So anyways, this is Dark Moon Tamer. I'm going to hang out because I'm going to enjoy my night and just hopefully relax a bit from stress and all that yakety yak yak. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later and have a great week. This is Dark Moon. Peace.